shalt thou serve.
So Satan, first and foremost, gotta what? Worship the Most High, your power, and him only shall you serve. And it's written for us. When you say the Most High got a certain commandment that Satan don't have to follow, he got to follow just what the Most High said. That's why my secretary told me. He said, it is written. And see, understand this. In the Spirit showed me, wait a minute, they saying you ain't under the law. We ain't under the law, but we're in mercy and grace. This is what a Mashiach Yahushua used over and over again to rebuke the devil, to rebuke Satan. What did he use? The law that the Most High gave us. But how you going to rebuke him if you don't know the law? That you can't repeat the law to him. When he comes to you and deal with you, something's coming to you, you can't say, oh no. What he's saying is, you got to serve the Most High, Satan, and only him shall you serve. Where's that coming from? He said, as it is written. So it ain't in the New Testament, because there was no New Testament when he's speaking these words. There's no New Testament written. You see? So he's going by the law. Deuteronomy 6 and 13. This is what he's going. Every time, I don't want to go over all of them, but every time he rebuked him, he said, as it is written, it has been said. But he went to the law to rebuke Satan. So how are you not going to deal with the law? You're going to deal with the law because they don't want you to rebuke them. How you going to get rid of who it is that they're rolling with if you don't know how, right? You ain't going to be looking at this. That's why most people that go to church, they don't look at this. They don't look at it this way because they're taught you're not under the law. That's the old way. But they still rolling with who? Shaitan. Because you can't rebuke them unless you're going to do the same thing on my Yahushua done. Let's read.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6.
Verse 13.
And verse 13.
Yeah.
Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name.
That's right. Deuteronomy 10 and 20. This is what he's telling them.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 20. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave, and swear by his name.
That is. That's what he used against him. Oh man, this phone was on mute. Okay. The water will let me know. Read that again up.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 20, thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave.
That's right.
And swear by his name.
That's right, man. You gotta fear the Most High, man, and serve him. You shall swear by his name. That's what Mashiach used against Shaitan, man. That's why you're looking at this is what they're dealing with. So all the things that we've been taught, a lot of it is to allow them to continue in their power without knowing what to do to rebuke them, to have the power, the spiritual power against these principalities that they're using against us. That's why you gotta learn the law. That's what he used every time. But if you taught you ain't gotta follow the law, you're not under the law, then how you gonna know how to see that this is what he used every single time to rebuke Satan when he was weak? That's when he come. When he finds some weakness in you, here he come. He want to try and deal with you. Now you gotta rebuke him. Rebuke the devil, he shall flee. But you just or do whatever way you rebuke him, you gotta read these laws, man. He can't deal with the law. Well, he tried. That's why he didn't go to the law. He went to something that David prophesied. You know, throw yourself down. The angel gonna hold you up in his head, trying to be deceitful in the way he's trying to bring it. You know what I mean? And he's still cutting with the law, tempting the Most High. You're going to throw yourself off here and the angel going to catch you. Oh, no, that's tempting the Most High, man. Don't be no fool. You know, committing suicide, thinking that the angel going to catch you. Nah, it don't work like that. Go back to 2 Thessalonians.
2:9.
Yeah.
Book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 9. Here, even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
See? His coming is after the working of Satan, because they don't bow down and worship of Satan. With all power and signs and lying wonders. Read. Lying wonders. See? That's why I said it's impossible. They fool the very elect with the signs and wonders that they're doing. Read.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness.
All deceivableness of unrighteousness. Read.
In them that perish.
And them that perish. Read.
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
Because they receive not the love of the law, statute, commandments of the Most High, which is the truth. Read.
That they might be saved.
That you might be saved. It ain't guarantee that you're going to be saved, that you might be saved. That's a strong word, might. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like you guarantee. You might be saved. That's why I said the righteous scarcely going to be saved. Go ahead.
And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie.
Wow. Most High say he's going to send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Read.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth. But they say you're not under the law, which is the truth. Right? That they all may be damned that believe not. Think about all the time that the Most High took to give us 613 laws. You see what I'm saying? Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. He gave those to us. You know, he's laboring to make us perfect. And here we are. You have those that are saying, you don't have to listen to the Most High. When you say you're not under his law, you're saying you don't have to follow the Most High.
Right.
You're saying you have to follow the Most High. But you have grace and mercy. You're going to get something that you don't deserve and not get something that you do deserve. That's grace and mercy, man. How you gonna get that and you a Gentile? All of it's twisted, man. Lies. Lies. And they have done this to our people, and our people are so polluted in their mindset that they can't really see out of it. Gross darkness. It's hard, man. When you think about it, it's sad, but it's real. That's why the Most High, he wants us to rise up, man. To gather the 1/3 of the 12 tribes that's going to come in and be true men of the Most High, true women of the Most High, and live by this word. Read.
But have pleasure in unrighteousness.
See, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. They love to do all the things. Like today, they go out there dealing with Halloween, man. That's pleasure in unrighteousness. You know that it represents Shaitan. Now, how you gonna go to church tomorrow and say, "Oh yeah, what did y'all do yesterday? Oh, we went out Halloween and we had this trick or treating and we took our children out there and did this and did that on Satan Day." Or they was up in the church today.
Dressed up like demons.
Yeah, dressed up like demons. Witches and warlocks, all kind of madness. And then call yourself being righteous. That's unrighteous, man. And have the little children following them. One day. See how Esau is? One day. They got to take their candy and stuff and take it to the hospital and go through x-ray machines and so forth. She got, what they call it, razor blades and stuff in the apples and so forth. Man, it's wicked. The things that happen to the children during this time. Go ahead.
But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the power, because the Most High hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth.
That's right. Look what the Most High has given us, man. Belief of the truth, man, through the Spirit of the Most High. To believe in Him, to do what's right according to Him, and follow His rules and regulations. Isaiah 5:13.
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 13, therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
See, our people are in captivity, man, because they have no knowledge. They have no knowledge, man. Hold that, Proverbs 1:7. Proverbs 1:7.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
See? Read that again.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge.
So, our people in captivity, why? Why are people in captivity?
Lack of knowledge.
Right, because they have no knowledge. What's Proverbs 1:7 say?
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge.
So the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, man. It's the beginning of knowledge. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. Read.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
See, wisdom is the proper application of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. You can't tell them nothing. That's what this Bible is for. It's an instruction manual. That's why you say it says, go back to Isaiah 5:13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
That's right, man. They don't have the fear of the Most High. They're not afraid of the Most High. People ain't afraid of the Most High. That's the fear of the Most High. It means to be afraid of Him. You see? If you're afraid of Him, then you're going to do what's right, because you know that He will jack your butt up. He will get you for doing the wrong things against His commandments. Go ahead.
Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure.
See, therefore hell, which is a condition, hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure. What comes out of her mouth?
Word.
What?
Word.
Words comes out of the mouth. Read, without measure. That's why we've been polluted. Due her lies coming out of her mouth. Hell has enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure. Can't even measure it. All the lies that's been taught. Read.
And their glory,
And their glory,
and their multitude,
and our multitude of people, read.
and their pomp,
Our leaders, read.
and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it.
That's right. All you that's going to rejoice about this going to descend in it. This is the reason why. Hosea 4:6. Hosea 4:6.
In the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Right.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
That's right. He said, my people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's why hell has enlarged herself without measure, because we destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
We reject the knowledge of the truth. Read.
I will also reject thee,
Most High said He's going to also reject us. Read.
that thou shalt be no more priest to me.
You're gonna be no priest to him. He gonna have these leaders teaching the truth. The ones that our people think are the ones that's called by the Most High. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power,
Come on.
I will also forget thy children.
That's right. That's why you see all these children that are so lost, because they're following these religions. These religious leaders, because at least we as Hebrew Israelites believe we got to follow the law of the Most High. We have something to go by. You see what I'm saying? All of us, we talking about we got to follow the laws of the Most High. These preachers, these pork chop eating preachers not talking about no laws of the Most High. Therefore they tell you have to follow the Most High. He's insignificant. How you going to say that we're not under his laws, his rules and regulations, but you got to follow the law of the land? Tell you that in a minute. You got to follow their laws, statutes, and commandments in this land, but you have to follow the Most High. That's an insult to insults. To say that and to think that. Anybody that accept that, man, they deserve what the Most High gonna bring upon them. But they saying he's insignificant. And his work, his labor is all in vain. To make us who we're supposed to be as his chosen people. You can't say you love him and you see that and you accept that and you're not against it and it don't affect you none. And you say you love the Most High, you love Mashiach Yahushua. How you say you love him and you see it happen and it doesn't affect you none? You ain't spiritual, man. It don't mean nothing to you. And you Most High don't mean nothing to you. You proving it because you don't show it. Remember you just said you confess before men, I ain't confess you before the Most High, and I ain't confess you before the angels. And the angels right here ready to bring destruction and wrath in many different forms, man. It would mean going into death, going into people, and have them do something, or talk a certain way to your spirits that go into people and have them act a certain way. Oh yeah, this dude is busy. He real busy. Just a matter of how you gonna allow him to maneuver and do what he gonna do and keep on getting the victory, man. Through the power of the Most High. But Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So we gotta come up with the victory and not be caught up in this lacking of lack because of the devil's reign. Remember, he say all has been given to him. That's why Mashiach Yahushua gotta come and destroy him and kick his butt and throw his butt into what? The lake of fire. Forever and ever and ever, man. He ain't gonna be needed. That's right, right? Con? That's right, man. Give me Revelation, the 12th chapter. The 15th verse.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 12, 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
See, the serpent, who was the devil, who was Satan, who was the beast, who was the dragon, they all were color. Red. Just in case you didn't know, but we got new people. Let's go to Revelation 12 and 3.
Book of Revelation, chapter 12, 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon.
What color is the dragon?
Red.
Red. A great red dragon, read.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns. Read.
And 7 crowns upon his head.
Right. So the 7, having 7 heads and 10 horns, the 7 heads are the 7 leading empires of the Edomite nations. The Greeks, the Romans. Y'all know them? Y'all remember them? Anybody?
I'll try.
Okay.
The Greeks, the Romans, the British, the German.
No, not the British.
Oh.
They last.
The Greek, the Romans, the German, the French, the Russian, the Spanish, and the British.
What about the Portuguese? Portuguese in there?
Nah.
No?
The Greeks, the Romans, the Spanish, the French, the Germans, the
Irish.
Russian,
Irish.
the Russian,
Germans, the Russians, the British. the Greeks, you write